Continuing with the non-standard isekai trend, I'm breaking from my usual wheelhouse to talk about a TV special. So, surprise, it's not just a first impression, but a whole show review for twins Hinahima. Twin girls, in an effort to go viral online doing TikTok dances, get sucked into another world where they document all the crazy shit. So first things first, let's get this out of the way. This is an AI-generated anime. All accounts of the main characters being created by human hands, while the backgrounds and such were done by AI. That's bleak, but was this used more as a tool or just straight up AI generated? Good question, and while I think that distinction matters, it doesn't really matter enough. This was framed as saving the anime industry from long hours and labor shortages, but let's just call it what it is. Automation. The issue with the industry isn't lacking people, it's the sheer amount of low quality crap being made on lower and lower budgets. You're not paying people, and you're not giving them enough time to do their jobs. This right here is just gonna exacerbate the issue of garbage anime, but instead of just 15 trashy isekais, we'll probably end up with 40 with AI generated background art each season. Not looking forward to that. Okay, you get it. AI fucking sucks. But what about this anime specifically? This could still be good, right? Well, the plot has potential. I would be open to an anime like this with low story but high concept, similar to how Sunny Boy was back in 2021. Well, had this not been spoiled by the AI plague, Twin Hinahima lacks a pushing force for most of its runtime, feeling like a middling sightseeing tour, and that just leaves the story for it to stand on. And problem is, that's not holding up. It takes ages to go anywhere interesting besides terminally online attention posting, and when it does start ramping up, it dumps a ton of exposition on us, destroying any intrigue or thought-provoking imagery it had, because that eye-catching chase scene that was all over the trailers was just that. Trailer bait. The episode ends with essentially a hard reset, feeling like an absolute waste of time, but that's assuming the explanation even makes sense in the first place. Spoiler, it doesn't. As for the art, it looks weird, and that's not just because it's touched up AI quote-unquote artwork. There is a disconnect between the art and animation. 3D elements that don't mesh, artwork that's hyper-detailed while characters don't live up to that same standard. And while they say the characters were designed by humans, their actual artwork in the show is AI generated. Plus, all of those shots really stand out against the 3D ones of them moving. That leaves this anime looking like everything's from a different series. And that's probably because at its core, it is. Welcome to the AI hellscape. Basically, this is experimental in a way that reeks of pushing boundaries over creating an artistic work. That's practically an oxymoron when AI is involved, and it doesn't amount to anything. Look, at the end of the day, whether this is good or not, I wouldn't watch it on principle. If this does well financially, it'll lead to more shows using this model and a less creative anime industry overall.